Hello again. In my last video, I told you a little bit about psychogenic dysphonia and how that and racism impacted on my life. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about something called Bogart-Bacall syndrome. Bogart-Bacall syndrome is a voice disorder that's caused by abuse or overuse of the vocal cords. At secondary school, I was aware of repeatedly further damaging my voice in music lessons. People who speak or sing outside their normal vocal range can develop Bogart-Bacall syndrome, BBS. Symptoms are mainly an unnaturally deep or rough voice, or dysphonia, and vocal fatigue. Being the only girl in the class with such a deep voice posed problems for me. I loved singing and would plead with the teacher to lower the key of her piano playing so I could join in comfortably. She did this a few times. At other times, she would playfully trick me into believing she had changed the key when she hadn't. On one occasion, my teacher pretended that in order to pass a music exam, we had to sing solo in front of the whole class. I chose my favorite song at that time, and when I reached the high-pitched part, of course, nothing came out. The teacher and the students roared with laughter. Then she informed me it was a joke. Although this was great fun at the time, I felt that nobody understood my disappointment and frustration. I have since found out that amongst other remedies, the symptoms of this condition can be treated by therapy. Now, if you remember, I started writing my book, For the Love of a Mother, The Black Children of Ulster, when I came to London in 1986. I wrote when I felt like it and didn't put any pressure on myself. I'd been in London for several years when my younger brother phoned me. He had been in Northern Ireland on a short visit and asked me to speak on the phone with a man we'd grown up with. As I began to speak, he asked, clearly surprised, why I was speaking like that. When I inquired further, he pointed out that I was speaking in a high-pitched voice. It was at this time I began to realize that indeed my voice had changed. I had inadvertently reaped the benefits of the therapeutic value of writing my book. Race. There's only one race that is human and diverse. So despite the wide acceptance and use of the following descriptions, there is no such thing as mixed race, biracial, interracial, my race, or your race. There is no such thing as a human color, either scientifically or anthropologically. So no such thing as a black, red, yellow, brown, or white man. These are words that were made up by ancient Europeans and further developed by colonials. Words that place value and position in society on other human beings. Words aimed at measuring levels of humanness and offering opportunities and privileges to those labelled white. And these opportunities and privileges being deliberately withheld or absent for those labelled black. In my next video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my research in what I call the currency in human colour labels.